In the year 2020, things decided to try to get crazy. When the left tried to violently take down racism and fascism. When the left decided to follow science and logic. 2020, the year Kirby Chuck tried to decide if he should jump into the culture wars and push back against the resistance. Will the limits of decency be pushed further in 2021? Kirby fights the good fight to protect the greatest constitutional republic in the galaxy. This is the Kirby Chuck Show. Friends, allies, and patriots, today is a sad day for your favorite conservative American Christian, Kirby Chuck. I have been canceled. No, Joke Jams has not canceled my show. However, my point of view has been blocked by the bad actors running cancel culture. Fact. Fight is a metaphor. I watched a sermon from a church in California, the truest of patriots, Charlie Kirk, Char-like kindness. Corporate kid? Charlie Kirk was unraveling the lazy, progressive church's interpretation of Romans 13. I will now read from Romans 13. Let everyone be subject to the governing authorities. For there is no authority except that which God has established. The authorities that exist have been established by God. Consequently, whoever rebels against the authority is rebelling against what God has instituted, and those who do so will bring judgment on themselves. For rulers hold no terror for those who do right, but for those who do wrong. Do you want to be free from fear of the one in authority? Then do what is right, and you will be commended. For the one in authority is God's servant for your good. But if you do wrong, be afraid, for rulers do not bear the sword for no reason. They are God's servants, agents of wrath to bring punishment on the wrongdoer. Therefore, it is necessary to submit to their authorities, not only because of possible punishment, but also as a matter of conscience. This is also why you pay taxes, for the authorities are God's servants who give their full time to governing. Give to everyone what you owe them. If you owe taxes, pay taxes. If revenue, then revenue. If respect, then respect. If honor, then honor. When I was an all-state xylophonist, my wrist was in serious discomfort. I played through the pain. This current generation, which would quit because they are ridiculously soft. It turns out the wrist was fractured and sent splinters to my forearm. My arms were in casts for months. The pain was vehement. The pain haunts me in my sleep, when I can. Most nights I'm up, crying through the hurt. My friends at Comfort Cause came up with a remedy for my situation. I take a gluten-free, organic, free-range medicine, and my agony goes away. At least until I think of how the radical leftist mob stole my free speech. Find your ease of agency with Comfort Cause. Charlie explained that this passage isn't about respecting authority, but it's an opportunity to ignore leaders that act tyrannical. It's not only fair to stop listening to them, but it's the right way, the just way, and the godly way. Fact. Rules were made to be broken. I was curious about this particular interpretation of the Bible. So I reached out to the church's pastor. I waited for a response. But as the great philosopher Garth Brooks once said, some of God's greatest gifts are unanswered prayers. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. I'm a modern day victim of excommunication. To be honest, I was surprised, disappointed in being blocked by the woke church. Because as conservative Graham Allen says, that we conservatives can see different points of view and we can get along perfectly. As a conservative American Christian, I would never shut off your voice. Conservative American Christians would never exclude you for a different point of view, exclude you for your theology, exclude you because they don't like who you give your money to. It would never happen for a conservative, an American, or a Christian to do that, because we have the freedom of speech. And the Constitution was not written. It just would never happen. So that's why I was surprised, disappointed that the woke church did this. Thank you for watching. Friends, allies, and patriots, if you are a prayerful person, please lift my name up. Until next time, make sure to watch all episodes of The Kirby Chuck Show on jokejams.com/KirbyChuck and follow Kirby Chuck on Twitter @KirbyChuckShow.